Hello, it's Stacy here. In this video, I will show you how to use the Content Timeline Gutenberg block of Getwid. This block allows you to showcase any custom content, including text and images, in a vertical timeline format. It is a catchy and readable way to present any information to your website visitors. For example, project roadmap, company history, or a resume. Getwid can be installed through the Plugins tab, Add New, search for Getwid, install, and activate. If you already have Getwid installed, make sure that you are using the latest version in order to have access to all the latest features. To add a timeline block, open a page where you want it to appear. Then click on the plus icon in the top left corner. There you can search for Content Timeline and you will find it in the Getwid section. Click on it to add it to the content area. If your theme allows it, in the top bar, you may be able to change the timeline's alignment, for example, full width or wide width. By default, this block contains 3 standard blocks: a heading, a paragraph, and an image. But you can add anything else and it will still be displayed in the timeline view. To add an image, click on the Upload or Media Library buttons in the right-hand menu and select your image. In the Image Size drop-down, you can change the size of the image that will be displayed on the page when somebody visits it. To keep your page lightweight, we would recommend using a size that is not bigger than what a visitor will be able to see. For example, on my page, the image will be about 500 pixels wide on a standard desktop, so there is no point in selecting a bigger size. By default, the first image will be displayed on the left, the next one on the right, and so on. But you can control the alignment with the Alignment drop-down. The section on the other side can take any text, like a date or title. The other blocks have their standard settings. For example, you can change the font size and colors for the heading and paragraph blocks. However, you can add any other Gutenberg block into your timeline. If you want more advanced settings for the heading, just substitute it for the advanced heading block. It is possible to add as many blocks as you want to one timeline section. Even more than that, you can add as many timeline blocks as you want by simply clicking the plus icon below. You can even dive into more design settings by selecting the Content Timeline block itself. In the right-hand menu, you can select an animation for how your timeline blocks will appear on the screen. None, slide in up, or fade in. The toggle for display scroll progress controls whether the progress line appears while your visitors are scrolling through the timeline. Progress color is where you can choose any suggested or custom color for this line. In the background color section, you select the background color for all your timeline blocks. Horizontal space is the distance between the progress line and your timeline block, while vertical space is the distance between the timeline blocks. Padding is the distance between a timeline container and its content. Clicking on the lock will set the same padding for each side. These are all the settings, and as you see, it is quite easy to modify the design of the timeline to look well on your website. If you want to add more custom CSS styles, you can add your CSS classes in the Additional Settings tab. This way, you can select the whole timeline, a timeline section, or even an element within a section. You can test out Getwid and its timeline block by following a link in the description of this video. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or suggestions. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our WordPress tutorials. Thank you for watching and have a great one!